Whoa! Okay, so we got another vacuum cleaner. It's the Hoover Elite 350. Not at all to be confused with the Xbox 360. So, this particular machine, as you can see, I got it from the same place that I've gotten a few machines as of recently. You can see the lovely yellow tested sticker and the accompanying, well, July 1st date with the $10 sticker on it. So this thing's been sitting there for about a week, not too long, just a little over a week since it was put out. And they didn't really have much else there. If you guys want to see, I can post the pictures of what I saw in the community tab. In fact, I might go ahead and do that anyways when you see this video at some point. But yeah, if you guys want to see that, definitely like this video. But as you can tell, this is what I actually picked up. So $10, old school Hoover Elite 350, and other than the hood being loose and a little bit yellowed, it's in excellent condition from what I can tell. One funny thing is that there's some scratches and scuffs as you'd expect. This is a kind of a shiny finish, so it will show wear and stuff. And this did look kind of yellowed. I don't know if it's supposed to look like that. I'm assuming this is supposed to be like a pearl white, but it is a little bit yellowed. Maybe there's a way I can restore that, but I haven't noticed any cracks or anything. This does say it's a 2-level height adjustment, which it also says automatic height adjustment. I don't know what's automatic about that. Is you turning a lever automatic? But it appears to be a 3 position because, you know, you put it on low, that makes sense. You put it in the middle, okay, that actually clicks into place. It's not just stuck there, it's actually a notch. And then put it on high. And also the middle is like closer to the low than to the high. And then there's this whole area that's not even touched. I don't know why this section isn't just cut off right here and they don't just move it to the center. Maybe, I mean, I'm assuming what this is, I'm assuming this was to cut costs, because I know on the tooled models, some of the tooled models, especially the Elite branded ones, if I remember correctly, obviously Rick Hoover and Grayson Richard can correct me on this if I'm wrong, which I probably will be because I'm pretty new as far as getting back into these Elites. I believe if you move this all the way over to this side, that would actually switch the suction over to the tools for the machines that had the, you know, separate tool suction. So I believe that's why that's there. It's just like a placeholder. They didn't bother to actually like remove or engineer out of the design. So I'm assuming that's why it's like that, but again, anyone can correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, so it does have seemingly 3 positions. So I'll put it on middle because I usually put all my vacuums on the medium setting. Got a headlight right here, haven't checked that out yet. We'll see how well that goes. Maybe it'll need a new bulb, maybe it'll start flickering, I don't know. Pedal release looks okay. Stands up the vacuum, does lean a little bit. Probably a lot of screws have gotten loose over time, probably need to tighten those up. Got a cord here. I didn't notice any splits or tears in it so far. Maybe there's some that I didn't miss. There's some markings on the cord, but I don't even know if those are wear marks. Those might just be like letters that I can't seem to read. No, actually, no, those are probably wear marks, but still not actually breaking the casing. It is pretty dirty. You can see that looks gross. I don't know what that is. So this cord will need to be cleaned up. But I don't see any real damage to it, which is obviously much more important because you can clean dirt off a cord. You can't really clean out, you know, cuts and, you know, split wires. It's something you have to replace, not clean. I also see, oh, there's some fluff in there. It's a bit odd. Although I'm sure it's not out of the ordinary for these machines, given the fact that these bags aren't really the best fit on here. But yeah, so we have what appear to be notches that would coincide with, again, the models that had tools. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Of course, Type A bags, as you'd expect. Nice swivelable cord release, unlike a lot of Eurekas at the time. So we can pull the whole cable off. Again, all this looks nice. It is dusty. I do need to obviously clean it up a little bit, but it's not bad. Like there's some dust, but I mean, compared to a bagless vacuum of, you know, 10 years younger than this thing, I'm sure it would have much worse. Got a side-mounted black power switch. I'm trying to show off all the features in case there's something special about this model that I'm not understanding. So, top fill bag, although it's technically not a top fill bag, it's a side fill bag, right? Or I guess back then that's what they called a top fill bag. Oh, Jesus. And, so the... Ruby, stop barking. I'm in the middle of a video. Boobers. What do you want? What's wrong? No, don't step on the cord. Ruby, go. Don't step on the cord. Don't growl at me. Hey. Good girl. Why are you barking? Let me guess, did a neighbor across the street shut their car door and that set you off? Aw. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. You get the boops. She got a new collar? Is it pretty? It is a Dollar Tree collar, but it works. Hi, Steven. Are y'all gonna interrupt my video now? Boobers. Steve, how do you like the Hoover Elite 350? Do you like it? Steve, do you like the Hoover? Boobers, do you like the Hoover? Maybe don't chew on yourself. It's not healthy. Okay, well, whatever. Ruby, stop. Steven. You alright? Clean off this lens real quick. That should look a bit better. I feel like my videos are starting to get blurry for some reason. Maybe the camera on my Note 9 is starting to go out. Doesn't look the best. Speaking of Steve, until he got me right there. Don't you just love being a cat parent? Steven! But anyways, so I guess we can go ahead and try this out and see if this thing blows up. Sounds like a bad belt to me, because the second the brush touched the floor, it started squealing. Also, is that dirt inside the headlight cover? The headlight does work. The brush roll spins just fine. It's a single row brush roll with lovely matching red bristles. And the bristles still stick out a good amount. The bearings look good in it. The bristles still stick out a good amount. They're still very stiff. So I guess this thing just needs a belt, because the brush roll spins very smoothly. But yeah, I can feel the belt slipping when I spin the brush though. So yeah, that belt is cooked. So it seems like they treated this machine very well, but just finally got rid of it because they never figured out that they needed to change the belt. Or maybe they had a shop did it, maybe the shop closed down. Here's my hypothesis. This probably belonged to perhaps an older couple who either their shop closed down due to COVID, their shop that had always tuned this up for them and put on new belts, probably even put in a new brush roll relatively recently, but probably the shop closed down due to COVID, and maybe they gave it to like their daughter or something who lives here, and she donated it to the thrift store. That's just my random guess. I like to always kind of hypothesize about potential scenarios where these machines come from, because I think the history of where a machine comes from, who owned it, how they treated it, I think is very interesting and very fascinating. But yeah, hopefully it's something like that, and hopefully it's not something like the owners actually died because of COVID. Hopefully that'd be a little bit more sad, even more so than a store dying. But anyways, back on to happy scenarios. This belt looks like it should be easy to change. I have not actually worked on an Elite in so long that I honestly don't remember immediately how to take this belt belt cover off, but it actually looks like it's, because I'm pretty sure other Elites, you actually had to pull the hood off, if I remember correctly. I could be completely wrong. But this one actually just has like what appears to be just a normal bottom plate, which I prefer. Although the hood is a bit loose. I don't know if you can see that. The hood is a little bit loose on this, but that shouldn't be too bad of a fix. The actual bumper looks to be in good condition. So there's not, the wheels still look great. There's really not much bad I could say about it. It's very lightweight. Obviously there's no tools or anything. There's basically just like an Auric, but one that cleans better. So, looking at this bag, because I know people always ask about the bags, the filters, and the brush rolls, and I'm sorry if I ever forget to show them during acquisition videos. I have a very bad memory, and sometimes I'll just straight up forget, and not even remember until someone comments. Which is why I always try to address it in further videos. This has the top piece where you can just unclip it and slide it off, which I like. I actually prefer this to having the zipper on the side. I don't like having the zipper on the side. This is a much better system. Obviously this is for the more premium machines. You can see you got a genuine Hoover type A bag in there. Nicely secure on the collar. Obviously this outer bag could do for a wash, but it's not too bad considering the age of the machine. It's exactly what you'd expect. Look at that in there. There's a little stain. Wondering what that's about. But other than that, it looks decently clean in there. Yeah, there's some dust and stuff. It's not going to be 100% clean. It's used after all. But, I mean, I don't really see much to complain about, especially for the price. Now, trying to get this on, see, because this little bit's kind of falling down in there. Trying to get this on with one hand might be a project, but I'll get that on real quick. Looking at this bottom plate from a better angle, you can see how good condition this really is. There's like hardly any scratches on this bottom piece. Again, this had to have been serviced at some point. There's no way that this received... I mean, there's no way that they used it until the belt stretched out in the mid-90s and then just put it up and never touched it, and then that it aged that fine just sitting there. I don't know. But there's the serial sticker, model U4463-9, Hoover Company in North Canton, Ohio, 44720. Takes the 38528-027 belt. And is there not... Oh, here we go, serial number. So, 10-9000-522137. Wait, no. This isn't from 2010. Oh, 1090. Oh, so does that mean October 1990? I haven't looked at a Hoover in a while. I forgot exactly how this sticker is supposed to be. Obviously, it wouldn't be the 90th week of 2010, so I guess that's October, the 10th month. Or is that the 10th week? Is that week or month? I don't know. So, 4, 8, 12. So that's either March of 1990 or October of 1990, depending on how I'm supposed to read that. So either way, you're talking early to late 1990. So, 1990, I mean, this thing's a decade older than I am, and it certainly it certainly aged a lot more gracefully than I have. I'm sure this doesn't have any back pain. Unlike some other Hoovers that need to see a chiropractor, like that one self-propelled I got in that vacuum save video. That one needed a chiropractor, and so do I. Assuming they're legit. I don't know. I've heard a lot of bad things about chiropractors. I've heard that they're a scam, but I don't know if that's actually true or not. Probably depends on which one. I don't know. Talking about chiropractors, would that be considered politics? I don't know. Well, regardless, to get back on topic, this Hoover Elite 350 looks wonderful. And also, you might be wondering what else I got with it, because that $10 did not just get me the machine. It also got me some other goodies. The total cart total was, I believe, 1360 something, because one of these tags was on sale. So I did get a Wind Tunnel 160 belt. They actually had 2 packages of one belt. I just got the one, because the other one was open and it was kind of faded, and the belt was kind of like dry rotted onto the package, so the package was like turned brown because of it. And I was kind of like, I'm probably not going to chance that. But yeah, so dollar belt. I think this ended up bringing up as like 50 cents. Actually, since it was 50 cents, I probably should have just grabbed the other one, but whatever. That's one belt. So that's a wind tunnel belt. That'll come in handy. I always need belts. I always grab belts. I get wind tunnels all the time. Not as often as Bissell's, but still often. Here's some genuine D bags. That'll be great for my Dial-O-Matic, which I still have yet to fix. So got some Dial-O-Matic bags. I believe this one was on sale too. Oh wow, that actually has the tag from the vacuum shop. You can tell it's torn. He wanted something 99 for it. So that's interesting. You got some genuine Hoover Type D bags. Oh, there's the tag, 50 cents for those. Not bad. For, I don't know if this is 3, it looks like just 2 bags in here, because it is open and stapled shut. So it is probably just 2 bags, but still. 2 Dial-O-Matic bags, 50 cents, that'll come in handy. Some genuine Dirt Devil hand vac bags, again stapled shut. Not all of them are in here. So it seems like instead of 3 bags, it's probably just 2 bags. See if I can look in there. Yeah, probably just 2 bags. So, bags for the Dirt Devil hand vac. Don't know if they make those bags anymore. 50 cent Hoover Type A bags. So, that comes in handy. I'm like looking at the bag outside of the camera, so sorry if these aren't in frame. I'm actually looking at them above the camera. So yeah, got some Type A bags, 3 bags. Now this one, is this one actually sealed? No, this one's stapled shut too. So again, probably 2 bags, or maybe it is 3 bags, but they just stapled it to keep people from taking the bags. And then these are the bags. These bags actually came with it. Like these were actually, you know, wrapped up in the back with the cord. So this machine for $10 did also include some genuine Hoover bags. And this one, yeah, it appears to be just like 1 or 2 bags. Looks like 2 bags. But, and then there's also 1 bag in here. So maybe they donated it without the bag, and then they looked at the back, saw they had these, grabbed one of these and put it in there, and then just strapped the other pack with it. And then maybe that was the difference between it selling for $10 as opposed to $9. I don't know. If they did, that was smart. But yeah, so maybe like 3 or 4 Type A bags, maybe 2 Dirt Devil bags, probably 2 Type D bags, and then a Hoover 160 belt. All of that for about 13 bucks. I also need to shout out my fiance, because he's the one that actually bought all these, because I didn't have the funds at the time. This was yesterday we got all this, but he had just gotten paid, so he bought these for me since they were cheap enough. You know, because a lot of times when we go thrift storing, we'll go thrift storing whenever I have money, but he doesn't always have money with him, so I'll often buy him stuff. So he went ahead, bought this stuff for me, which he was hesitant to buy a vacuum because he was like, we really need to get rid of some of those vacuums, we have too many. And I'm like, hun, I'm selling a bunch of these. I think at the time I just sold like 3 of them, so I think getting 1 after selling 3 is perfectly fine. And obviously he agreed, because he went ahead and bought it. So all of that for about 13-ish bucks. Not bad if I do say so myself, especially the Type D bags. Those in particular seem like a very good find. I don't know if those are rare per se, they might be, but still finding them was actually very nice and very interesting, which means that whenever I do finally start to work on that Dial-O-Matic, which I have not yet, I'll actually have bags for it. So that'll be nice. I know a lot of people have been bugging me about the Dial-O-Matic. I will work on it at some point. But as usual, whenever I get vacuums in, I always prioritize fixing up the ones that I want to sell first, so that way I can list them, put them out on the market, and get them sold before I fix vacuums that are staying in my collection. So obviously that shows you that I am keeping the Dial-O-Matic, which is why I've actually been lagging on fixing it. So actually, if you want to see me fix a vacuum and I'm lagging on it, that's actually a good sign, because it actually means that I'm not selling it, or I'm very hesitant to. So, oh, and this got the Good Housekeeping seal of approval. So did the Clean View 9595. Fun fact. But yeah, so that's the Elite 350. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it interesting. I'll definitely slap a new belt on this thing, and it should be good to go. So, this is Untitled Studios signing out. We'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you all have a good one. Peace. What is that? This has been, like, stuck on my carpet for however long. I don't know what it is. I can't get it off. Ew, what? I don't know what this is. It's very gross. Is that like a bug that got stuck to the floor? I don't know. I've like spot cleaned this spot. I don't know why that's there. I don't know. I'm sure if maybe I have to put some adhesive remover on the carpet, because it is stuck there for whatever reason. That's gross. Anyways, Untitled Studios signing out. See you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Peace.